Well, everybody, this is Verlin Coakley, Coakley Heavy Equipment and Tractor Service. Thought I'd put another video up online, and basically because I got asked the other day at the gas station, I was fueling up my work truck. They was like, well, can you tell me how you built the skid? And I thought, you know what? I think I'll just make a video of it real quick. Basically, I ended up getting this 79 S1900. I bought it for actually a daily driver and work truck, and I absolutely love it. DT466 5 and 2 in it, great truck. Anyhow, long onto the service body, what I did was I swapped beds on the old truck. It had a 11-foot flatbed, I believe, to begin with, and it didn't have no clearance for the tires. So I put this 8-foot on, that's what the frame length I had, and set it up for a dump, but I haven't got the hoist put under it yet. So I went ahead and put in a pintle hitch, as you can see back in there, and I built a homemade rolling tail assembly so I could winch on a tool skid, because I do have another winch truck and in the act of getting another one yet. But I basically took the 11-foot flatbed, cut it down, put a stair step in it back here for the toolbox, and vise assembly that I haven't got mounted yet. But it's really nice. I've had it on the back of my Mack winch truck, and then I've had it on this one quite often. And since spring's coming around and everybody's heading for the fields, I thought I'd get her rigged back up. Anyhow, start here at the front. I just mounted me a Miley marker winch in for time being to pull the skid on and off. I've got my air compressor system setting up on the nose of the deck. And then I've got my torch hose and my torch bottles, which I'm waiting on the caps for the protection of the valves. And then Darnell's Welding at Bridgeport built me these lead reels, and you can actually weld with them. You don't have to unhook them. You can pull them out, crank them in while you're welding. That's a really nice system. And I mounted me an underbody box, and I've got all my welding supplies in here and some power tools. I've got helmets, rods, my cable ends, extension cords, some of my Milwaukee tools, a couple hand grinders, my vac pump for AC, some pipe fitting tools. And I've got lights, but I have not got them hooked up yet. It's still a work in progress. And then I got my hose reel mounted up, and it's plumbed into the air compressor up front. And then I got my snap-on, my road chest, set up on the back of it. It works really nice. It's at the right height. You can work at it, work off of it. And then I've got my LX10 Ranger sitting up here on the back, which I've still got to get a cage built around and a set of poles yet. But for now, it's doing the trick. I figure probably this summer I'll make another video of it and have it all set up and finished, hopefully. I'm going to mount a vise here on the back, and probably a pipe vise on a box tubing that slides out. Let's see. Got my 134 bottle up front and a couple extra buckets. Chains, pipes, blocks, jacks. You know, all the stuff service truck really needs. And then, open these boxes up. I've got my assortment of wire ends and another little box of wire ends, cotter keys, injection pump pullers, O-rings, extractors, bit set, just kind of odds and ends. And this ain't a full setup. I'm still missing quite a few of my tools out of it. And then I've got my 3/4 inch set and my big wrenches and punches and pipe wrenches and jacks. And then There, you can see the 134 pig sitting in there. But no, we just, when I designed this, it actually worked out kind of offhand. It just, you can snap them down with 4 boomers. And then I've got a trap door in the back to get into the trailer plug, as you can see in there, to hook up the lights for the tail lights on the tool skid. And the best part about the tool skid is, if you've been around any oil patch, skids don't have to have licenses. The truck carrying it's just got to have a license. And actually, I worked out pretty slick. I didn't have to, you know, license another vehicle, upkeep another engine, another transmission. And honestly, when season's off and I'm not doing a lot of road calls, I just set the tool off, or the tool skid off, and set it in a shed or somewhere that's out of the way, and it lightens up the truck. And then I've got my inverter mounted on the back, or on the edge of the seat, and I've got a battery charger in there, and clothes, and just, you know, mechanic tools. So I do have a front bumper that I've got off an oil patch truck that I'm going to mount over on it. And a lot of guys is like, I can't believe you daily drive an S1900 4-door. Well, believe it or not, as low geared as this old girl is, it actually gets about 14 mile gallon without the tool skid, just an empty bed. With the tool skid on, I'm getting somewhere around about 11, roughly. But hopefully here, middle of summer, I can get some new cleats on her, and maybe even a set of super singles on the front, and my bumper built and mounted up on, and maybe even a drop visor. So anyhow, stay tuned. I appreciate everybody watching it. So thank you.